Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to all my little buds who continue to support me. So I promised to give you a series on how to create a beautiful garden, how to create a space that you really love and enjoy. So I get people asking me all the time. My friends are like, how did you do it? I can't do it. It's too much. You know, they have all kind of things that they say why they can't do things. But I'm here to tell you, you can do it. And I'm going to share with you my steps. So when people ask me constantly, you know, how I do that, I turn around and ask them, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And that's how you create a garden. One bite, one step at a time. So I'm going to share with you my tips and secrets on how to do that. But let me first put a disclaimer. I am not a trained designer. I did not go to school for architect or any type of, I'm not a master gardener, anything of that nature. I am very creative. I do have a keen sense for design. That's just something that comes naturally to me. And I am a garden enthusiast, so I'm always gonna want to create and be around beautiful spaces. So I'm gonna share my tips and tricks, and I'm gonna do that in a couple of series. So today we're just gonna talk about how to get started, how to eat that elephant. So stay tuned. Let's eat an elephant. So I'm using this newly installed small patio to demo my design process. This whole back area was the most challenging and unsightly area in my garden. There are large tree roots and the ground is uneven. It's a deep slope. So this area is a major problem. They installed the small patio. I'm going to do my design around the patio. So let's create a garden. Step one is our first bite. We want to dream. What's your vision? What do you want to feel when you're in the space? How do you want to feel? How do you want others to feel when they're in the space? Just dream big. So my process is I sit in the area that I want to create in. I sit there for a minute, an hour, days, and sometimes weeks until I begin to see what the picture is. So I kind of already have a picture in mind for this garden space, for this small patio. I want to be able to dine on this patio and just kind of maybe work. I work from home, so I want to be able to bring my laptop out and sit at the table and just enjoy the sounds and all the surrounding things around me. So that's the very beginning of the process, is just allowing me to sit and feel and see what comes to me, see how I'm motivated to do things. And I'll tell you, I don't always get it right the first time. I have to come in and change things. So the other thing I like to do is use the materials I currently have. I have some old pallets that are leaned up against the fence. You're going to see me do some creative things in this area. But first you got to clean your space out. So after I kind of have a vision of where I want to go and what I want the area to look like, I'm cleaning everything around me so that I can really start to see that vision come to life. And that blue door you see right to my left, that leads into my smaller garden and my small kitchen patio. That's the area I can call Blue Serenity. It was the first garden I created 3 years ago, right when the coronavirus, the pandemic happened. That's when I created that garden. There's also a rain barrel to the left. I think rain barrels are a good choice to have in your garden. For one, if there's ever a water restriction, you have water on hand. Rainwater tends to be better in my thoughts than regular hose water. So I have the rain barrels, throughout my garden. So I decided to put some clumping grass around the border of the patio because I don't like the rough edges. I want the grass that I believe is a mondo grass. It's not going to get super high, maybe 8 or 9 inches high, and it stays pretty clustered. So I do like that. I didn't want a whole lot going on over there because I have some other ideas that I will share in the process of designing this small space. So we're pretending like this is my whole garden, just one little area. So I'm adding a little fertilizer down, and then I'll just be applying the grass. Oh, and this utility wagon is the best thing since sliced bread. The sides come down on it, so if you have something it's hard to lift up, you can kind of slide it out. I really like that. So this is going to be my new friend in the garden. And this was a purchase that I got on Amazon, as well as the bench that I'm kneeling on. I really like that as well. If I flip it over, it becomes a seat. If it's the way that it is now, it's a kneeling pad. And the sides, you can actually push yourself up, gives you something to stabilize yourself with. And the older we get, I don't know how many of you are close to my age, but if you're a little older, sometimes it's hard to get up and down from a kneeling position. So those sidebars are super helpful. So I have my grass installed. I'm going to be adding some gravel, and I'm going to be adding some sedums in there because they are my workhorse in the garden. They are easy to propagate, and they thrive in direct sun. And it is so hot in my garden. Every area that I think might be okay for a shaded plant, it's not. So I'm often moving things around that I thought were going to work, and I see that they're struggling, so I have to move them. I actually have a couple things to date that I need to move because it is just too hot for everybody. It's too hot for me to be in the garden. Nevertheless, the plants that live there every day. I shared this process with you guys before, how to propagate the sedums. Literally, all you do is you can cut. It's a couple of ways, but the way that I like the most is just cut a piece off of the plant that you currently have. Pull the leaves off. Make sure you have a nice little piece of stem, 1 inch or 2 inches will do, and then just dig a hole and stick it in the hole, and they just thrive. So this is the area where I had to relocate my hydrangea plants, and I'm not sure whether they're going to stay there, unfortunately, because I didn't realize it got so hot in the afternoon. I thought the area stayed pretty shady, but it does not. So they are struggling still. I'm going to give them a day or two, but ultimately I may have to move them, relocate them where you see that blue door in that garden, Blue Serenity, because it is a lot more shadier in that garden. I may have to put them there, and I may end up putting some type of climbing roses in that area. So please check back and see what I decide on doing. So this is all kind of the process of creating a garden. You're going to do trial and error, but the first step again is to just dream. Just envision what you want. That is my first step anyway. So I borrowed the chairs from my other dining table because I ended up having some guests that evening, and we just sat around, and it was a really enjoyable spot. I really like this patio area. So the upper gravel patio, I was calling that my VIP area. But after the other night, I really think it's going to be this small patio, lower patio, because it's kind of off in the cut, and I really like that. And I still am working on, planning more things and making the vision really come to life. But just for the trial run, it was pretty nice out there. So you can see I have more gravel down. I put some accent lights out. The hydrangeas are, in the ground. The fountain is running. I'm loving the fountain. That used to sit in the center amongst the hydrangea, but now it's in the corner. I added some cafe lights, a few hanging plants. Yeah, it's coming along. And I'm getting really excited. So hopefully you will come back and see all the other steps that I use to create a garden. And again, this is the demo garden, and I'm also going to be working on that upper area as well. This whole little corner of my garden is has been the unsightly corner, but not for long. So as always, I want to thank you for stopping in and checking out my videos. Please have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your 4th of July weekend. And till the next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.